day, another dollar. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning. I am here solo. D Bird is somewhere in the abyss. Therefore, you are stuck with me, and I am stuck with you. But that's okay because we're going to have a wonderful time. I'm here to listen to some tracks from the community, also known as White Collar Rhymes. Listen to the music, give it a rating, give it some thoughts, some aspirations, some goals, some hate, some love, all of the above. Whatever happens after we listen to it, that's what happens. Um, but yeah, it's Sunday, July 19th. The month is almost over, but yet fireworks keep going off every night in my neighborhood, and I just, for the life of me, don't understand why. However, what can I do? Just a black guy in IT. All right. In other news, my hair is all over the place. Let's get rocking and rolling. Since Bird's not here, I don't have anybody to ask what crazy concoctions of foods did he eat. So I'll just leave it at that. Hope everybody is doing well. Let's get going. We got a couple of skips to start the show from the competing producers of the year, Noir and Kenny. And then we've got some other songs to listen to. So it should be a good show. Yeah? Yeah? Don't you know? Got a nice little batch of stuff here. All right. So first up, Noir, Jack of all trades, all from scratch. I like how that sounds. Shout out Noir. Noir, Jack of all trades. All right, made from scratch, all of it. I love that. I like the mimicked horns that you have that kind of add a lot of um body, that big brass feeling to it. Um, I like the drums. I like the smoothness of it. It's really one of those beats that is easy listen, and I think it gives a pathway to something introspective. It could also be sung over, not just a rap beat. So I think it's a very versatile beat. I like the drums. Um, yeah, everything is really good on this. I don't really have any complaints. This is kind of in my wheelhouse of things that I enjoy listening to, but objectively, everything is well laid out. I like the arrangement. Always does a good job of keeping things fresh by sprinkling in elements when they need to be and adding and removing at the right times. Um, so yeah, I like this a lot. I'm going to have to force myself to say that if I can't find anything wrong with it, guess I'll just give it a 10. I feel like I've been giving out too many 10s lately, though. I don't know. 10 should be reserved for the best of the best. This is good though. I'm not mad at it. Good morning, Ray Stans from Power World. Between the canceled tournament, Power World, and summertime, server activity has plummeted. But I can't blame any one individual thing, so I'm just gonna blame Power World as my own bias. All right, next up, Kenny made a banger, only one. he has a message for Noir. He says that was cute. I love the competition. What up, DJ Tongue Hero? Shout out Kenny. What up, what up, what up? This was Kenny made a banger. Kenny, only one. Shout out Kenny, man. I'm glad Kenny's back in the server and active and making music again. I saw that he said it took him years to figure out that he was an R&B producer. I don't think he's just an R&B producer. I think just his style kind of leans more into current R&B trends, but I think he can do whatever he puts his mind to. So uh, don't box yourself into just being an R&B producer. I love how his background now is I don't miss, let alone Mr. Noir. I love that these two just have a back and forth that is unspoken. I don't know if it's intentional sometimes, but it just happens that way. But shout out Kenny. Um, yeah, I like he has a very good new age sound. Like he can really bring out the elements of a beat without overdoing it sometimes. I feel like a lot of people when they add, a vocal sample or lots of keys and different things, sometimes things can get a little bit crowded, but I think he spaces things out well so that you focus on particular elements when they need to be focused on and then keeps the sound cohesive. Noir does the same thing, but they have different approaches. Like I think you can, well, I can say after listening to these guys for a couple years, like I can tell when a Noir beat comes on because of like the sound of the drums and the hi-hats. I can tell when a Kenny beat comes on because of the melodies. Like I can tell their particular styles, but they have like the same amount of consistency, I would say. So fuck with it. Um I'm gonna give this a 10 just because I really like it. If I could sing, I would sing on it, and I'll let the beef between Noir and Kenny persist. Forgot to let me favorite both of these. Might return to these on my off hours and see what my brain conjures up. I think I'm back in the writing mode. I don't know yet. We'll see. DJ Tongue Hero Skip came through. Shout out FJ89. Appreciate the sub. See where you're at in here. Let me know when you put yours in there. I'll bump it up to the top. Tens is crazy. I think so. You gotta. My score is my score. That the same thing that Bird would say if he's here. If you go to the website or wherever here, if you go to our website and just join, there should be a link that says join the Discord. When you hit up the queue, it'll automatically add you into the Discord. So once you do that, you can put yourself into the queue. But no, I don't have to explain the tens. I think so. Normally, my normal scores range from like a 6 to an 8. I think that for our community, we're not like nobody's signed to a major label here anymore. I mean, Nick Bonin was, but he's off of that label deal. So you got to put it in perspective of this is an independent community. Guys are just going out and grinding their way in their own lanes. Most people are going to make an average song. It's going to get a 6 or a 7. Every now and then you get a song that has some potential, maybe a few flaws, it'll get an 8. Sometimes you'll have a song that's great, but they missed one element, they'll get a 9. Other times you have something it's really good, and if I don't really have anything to critique against it, I'll give it a 10. That's just kind of the sliding scale. But I don't really give out too many 10s, but I think those two beats to start off the show, fuck, I don't have anything bad to say about it. What I'm going to tell them, change the drums, change the fucking snares. Like nothing I heard on there requires my subjective input. From an objective standpoint, they did what they needed to do. Yeah, Bird, you give way too many 10s. So I'm filling in for Bird with the number of 10s that I'm giving. So there's my 10 and then Bird's 10 to start the show. And then now everybody else can suffer because my rating scale has been critiqued. And now I have to make revenge on everybody else. All right. Let's see. Yeah, that would be my question too, Nor. That would be, if I have things to take off, I'll gladly take off points. Like I'm not shy about giving people. I think we've given Noir, Bird Bird is definitely giving Noir like a 4 in the last month. We're not shy about giving people low scores. Like there's nothing, you know, personal about it. I'm from. Okay, hold on. Let me make sure I get his up there. Boom. Appreciate you for the sub. Let me find this, y'all. We're going to listen to I'm From by FJ after we listen to How Many by DJ Tongue Hero. I'm hoping this is wrong. DJ Tongue Hero, on your lunch break. The video is currently unavailable. Or is there a different link that you have? Everything with Bird is personal. Like that man cannot separate his personal feelings from his scores. No matter how many times I tell him this is not about how we feel. And I always have to remind him we're judging one song at a time, not the whole body of work. I'm lying. He used to tell me that. I got to do all the things that Bird usually does because he's not here. I have to lie to you guys. I have to give out random 10s. Fuck. Tongue Hero. Wait. It should be up. Just DM it to me. I may do a double dab. I don't know, man. I feel like I missed my opportunity for the double dab because I've already given out the 2 10s. I might hit it like a single. I don't know. Me raising my arms up in celebration probably is not going to happen. That's really what Bird is here for. All right, I got the link. Trust YouTube. Of course I trust YouTube. I trust the website that gives endless amounts of brain rot to the world. All right, here's DJ Tongue Hero featuring Type 1 called How Many. And then after that, we've got I'm From by FJ. Let's buckle in and see what this is going to be about.
How many tongue heroes are hard hitters? We come along with bone grippers and blonde bitches. My palm itches, money getting along with this. Need to get a couple of dollars like small business. If I see a titty, you know that I'm all flicking. If I'm off work, then you know that I'm on spitting. You might hear a bark, I'm a dog when I gnaw a kitten. She curl toes, clench jaws, so y'all kidding. Flow stay wetter than 20 minutes of licking. Always cooking something, you can smell me in the kitchen. Side quest killer, main quest mission. Man acting like bitches, that's a whole transmission. Always been a Trojan, your lifestyle different. Every track I touch gold, they like, hey, you spitting. Associated Press, my AP different. WAP, that's a wet ass kitten. Bad place, worst time with the con liquors. My good friend too drunk off the hard liquor. My girlfriend, she know I'm a dog sicker. Maltese beat Sean and y'all niggas, I'm on one.
O.J. Simpson, I don't play pimpin'. Better unload straight bullets in a straight kitten. Stay piffin' till I'm older than Abe Simpson. Arachnophobia intertwined with 8 women. Weightlifting while I travel the great distance. Top block on the pyramid scheme, I was raised different. Cane's chicken, doesn't fit but I'm shape shifting. My flow is lace, MKO to you straight tripping. Weight switch it, make the rhyme scheme different. All the blodge after licking all the zombies. Getting emojis 5'3" women, you can find me in them. After all that chill, I want my IV dripping. How many tongue heroes does it take to speak? If the cat got my tongue for what seems about a week. Mountain peaks where I meet her when she wanna get it on. Military grade, I'm a tongue hero, she my bomb.
How many tongue heroes are hard hitters? We come along with bone grippers and blonde bitches. My palm itches, money getting along with this. Need to get a couple of dollars like small business. If I see a titty, you know that I'm all flicking. If I'm off work, then you know that I'm on spitting. You might hear a bark, I'm a dog when I gnaw a kitten. She curl toes, clench jaws, so y'all kidding.
Denver. You missed Denver, DJ Tongue Hero? That's where you were at, right? Cats and dogs.
He drops a banger every week. DJ Tongue Hero.
Every track I touch gold, they like, hey, you spittin'. Associated Press, my AP.
After all that, chill, I want my IV.
Been a Trojan, your lifestyle different. Every track I touch.
All right, that was DJ Tongue Hero and Type 1 with How Many. I like the song. I think that it's a very smooth song. I think you guys complimented each other well on that. I like the rhymes that you had in your verse, DJ Tongue Hero. I think you added your same elements that you usually do. You have a very witty style about saying clever things in off the wall fashions, but it's not like, you don't go for like the low hanging fruit of like just like saying slurs and everything just for the sake of getting people's attention. You say just like funny, clever things. And I think that the feature Type 1, he had the same kind of style. So I think that there was a good balance between you and the feature. I still think, mixing issues on the second verse, there was some extra sibilance, and also the vocals were a little bit too present, too in front of the beat. And then with your verse, it still has like kind of a muffly feel. And man, one thing that I really wanted out of your verse is like just a little bit more like inflection and projection out of it. I think that you did a solid job, but I feel like it needs a little bit more like flair. Like, I've talked to you in the voice chat before. You're a real animated dude. Like when you get invested in a conversation, you really express yourself. And I feel like that verse really needed a little bit more expression in some of the deliveries. But the timing was on point. The everything else about it was on point. I just wanted like a little bit more personality to shine through what you were delivering. Like those kind of rhymes need a little bit more pizzazz on them, is how I would say it. To give you a goal to set forth, like I feel like you should be just as expressive, maybe not as animated, but just as expressive as Ludacris is. Like I think that you have it in you with the way that you're constructing your rhymes, that you should be able to really like express yourself vocally on top of the videos that you have. But other than that, I really like this as a whole piece. I would give this a I'm comfortable with an 8.5. I'm comfortable with the 8.5. Like I feel like it's almost there. It's missing those fine touches. Yeah, I'm excited for the level up, man. Like and I think we've talked about this before. Like I don't know what because I know you moved. I don't know what your current recording setup is like, but make sure you have reduced the echoes in your room. But I feel like you can really like nail the expression if you just kind of loosen up when you're recording. But yeah, I like that song. When is DJ Tongue Hero and Friends coming out? I remember you talking about that, saying sometime this summer or maybe fall. Next up, FJ, I'm From. Got a rap song. Let's go.
I'm from. Check. Tell him about where I'm from. Yes, I'm from CR7, forever reppin'. Make it out, we're just praying that we make it to heaven. 'Cause round here there's hella queffin', better watch where you're stepping. Some Green Lane to Norbury Crescent, West Croydon to Stretton. It's a place where we on fight, king your life or get pecking. Triple beam dreamer settings, leave a hole where your head is. From a place where firms got 7 for letting off weapons. Wish I could interrupt, but he gotta finish his sentence. But I ain't never forgetting, no, we ain't never forgetting. We ain't switching sides, that's a myth and never the Western. In this life you live, then you learn your lesson. You can tell that I'm gifted the way I'm rapping that present. From a place where life's a gamble, you don't wanna be betting. From a place where they be selling, God forbid if you're telling. If you ain't rolling deep or hole and heat, my G, what you reckon? Jesus, peace on your neck and then the G's will be checking. Check it. CR7, I ain't Portuguese and I ain't talking Greece, but this is Fulton Heath. If you know, then you know. We never talk to police. Any season you'll get peppered when they're salting the beef. Jeez, from a place where everybody knows me. Enough parents played the little part to grow me. Better listen while I glide on this cold beat. Cool as ice, but I flow neat. From a place you might have heard about, where they bring them burners out, make you turn around and head back before they slap a skittle in your head back. Kinda light skin boy, jet black.
Right, that was I'm From by FJ. Later DJ Tongue Hero. I like this. I think that you did a good job getting your message across. I'd say kind of similar things to what I said to DJ Tongue Hero. Like I wanted a little bit more inflection out of the delivery. It felt very kind of reserved at times. It's almost like you were trying to think of a way to describe it. I wanted a little bit more projection out of it, like a little bit more fierceness in some of the pronunciations, but at the same time, I think some of the timidness worked for what you were saying topic wise. On the mix, there is a lot of kind of harshness in it. It's definitely high on the high end of the EQ, which makes the S's sound super sharp at times. So you could smoothen that out. But I mean, it was consistent overall. It's a short 2-minute track with no hook on it, just a lot of rhymes. So, you know, it works as like kind of an intro track or like an in-between track. Good job. I mean, I'm just calling out the things that I can freshly take from, you know, one live listen. But other than that, you know, I think you did a solid job. Where am I at on this one? I'll give it a fair 8. I feel like on the sliding scale, anything else that I would really critique is just more subjective. I'd say 7.5, 8. I'll stick with 8. Later, D-Bird. All right, next up, back to Noir with a free submission. This is called Highly Offensive.
There is a warning on the album cover explaining the fold-out may be offensive to some people.
the idea of it. This was highly offensive by Noir. Got kind of like a boom bap, grungy feel to it. Some grit for your teeth to rhyme over. I like the feeling of it. It has a very very punchy feel to it. There's a couple of things that I kind of like pondered a little bit. I wondered what it would sound like with just kind of a different kick that was a little bit more smooth rather than flat when it hits. But I'm not saying replace the kick on this by any means. I think the biggest thing that I kind of pondered a little bit is like the change up. I kind of wanted like a high counter melody to come in somewhere to add a little bit of sparkle, a little bit of sprinkle to the listening. And you went the opposite direction of kind of like removing sounds and then had the little phase or whatever in the background. It works. I guess I think that was the only thing that kind of, and that also came like a little bit later than where I anticipated. I thought it would be like at the midway point, but it was more like the 60% mark through. You know, just, I'm not saying anything was bad about it. I think just this was made for somebody whose ultimate goal is like a bunch of raps, right? It's not a beat that's made for a general song approach, and that's totally fine, totally fair. I think it takes like a talented ear to listen to it and pick up on those cues. Like, I don't think somebody should approach this if they're gonna have like a sing-songy hook or anything. This is definitely a beat made for heavy rhymes on top of it. That said, you know, I don't have any other strong criticisms of it, so I'll give it a 9.5. I think those are more so just like narrowing the field a little bit, you know, when you versus a beat that a lot of people can jump on. I think it would take a unique set of skills to jump on this and really like pick up on the audio cues that you put in here, because the way that you laid it out, like I said, I feel like it's designed for somebody to just go in here and just do raps. It's not designed for you to go in here and try to sing song a hook and do some other, you know, flamboyant bullshit. If you're gonna use this beat, you got to come with it and match the energy of the production. So I'll give it a 9.5. I'm not mad at it. I'll give it a star. All right. Next up is Unit, Stop the Slavery. He says this is a Pal World inspired song about remorse for slavery, which tells me that whoever he's playing with is enslaving other humans. But also in 2026, I don't know. I'm just going to press play. I'm getting ahead of myself. Shout out Unit.
We need to stop the slavery.
Enslaving pals.
We need to stop the slavery. Using
What are the people called in Pal World? What are they? Are they like a race, or are humans and the creatures are pals as well? Because I mean, you got to acknowledge there's people walking around throwing the balls at the pals. Are the people or are the people pals too? Thought the ship crashed on Pal World and then now they have to like. I'm getting too invested in the lore.
this pals is not okay for me. Get to reach yourself if you wanna build a bakery. I've been a slave owner for 24 hours and now I'm thinking, what the fuck I'm giving back to my pals. They get food and some shelter, but they work for me. I would never savor them in case of an emergency. This here is an urgency. I call out to all the owners, breeding the pals, taking advantage of all the boners. Really compensating for us being some loners. I'm really overcompensating for me being a stoner. I'm out of weed, yeah. And this ain't who I wanna be. I said I'm out of weed, forcibly. Slaves are what they're forced to be. You are less than me, and so I walk on thee. Mindset I wouldn't have when life is storm and see. It is a deformity. Man, why we gotta do this? We sit on our computers like we're struggling students. So many hours on the game, my eyes they look rectangular. So my foot I gotta move, it's so spectacular. It's like I'm sitting in the back of my Acura, accurately making cash with my feet on the dash. We built a base up from nothing, it wasn't happening fast. But I give it to y'all, and so I'm hoping it lasts, yeah. Please make the most of it. If you venture to Stevie, give his toes a lick, cause I'm sure that he'd be prone to it. I couldn't find the words for this, so I put a flow to it. But it's not as good without me blowing shit. Yeah, I'm out of weed, and this ain't who I wanna be. Yeah, I said I'm out of weed, and this ain't who I wanna be. Who I wanna be.
Got a Scandinavian asking a German to write a verse. Rap about a video game, I'm not a nerd. Not a singer, I'm a rapper now. Fuck, how'd it happen, it don't matter how. About time to talk about the slavery. Fuck no, bitch you gotta pay for me first. Bitch you gotta pay for my words. Bitch you gotta pay me in person. Bitch you gotta pay for my words. And I hijacked this whole track like a bank heist, that's me today. Took that bitch like a prostitute in GTA. But I don't fuck with you anyway. Solid.
All right, that was Stop the Slavery by Unit featuring Sully. Ray says 10 out of 10, no notes. I feel like at that point, where that was in the chat earlier, said that gets a 10. I think they should come back right now and say that again. Let me turn my speakers down because my first piece of comment is the volume overall in this was insanely low in comparison to what we've listened to so far. So whatever you did on your output there definitely totally butchered the volume of the track overall. Also, I would say that Unit, your vocals are mostly washed away by the production as well. Not washed away, I would say, but you're definitely getting like overpowered by the beat. So I had to like really focus to hear you over the instrumental. I thought Sully did a great job. You know, and kind of like feeding off of what I told him on Wednesday, I feel like approaching this track with this is just kind of like a throwaway. Like I think he had like a very laid, like I could feel like the energy in his delivery, like kind of what I was telling FJ and DJ Tongue Hero, where I need more inflections. Like I really heard the inflections in the delivery here, and it felt natural and it felt fitting for the track. So I really think that for the low volume and the lack of being able to hear what Unit was doing, solely kind of compensated for that with his verse and his delivery. I like the hook. Unit's really getting good at his versatility, being able to sing a little bit, harmonize a little bit, spread himself out, and make sure that he shows his variety and his skill. But I'd say on his verse, like it does have a harshness in the sibilants. So I would almost say like if you're gonna, even if you're the vocals for the verse and the hook, use a separate EQ for the verse to kind of kill some of that harshness. But whatever the mix is on the hook is fine. So I wouldn't touch with that. Overall, oh yeah, other thing I was gonna say. If you're going to make a song focused on Palworld and as many hours as you guys have invested in that over the last week, I would say you would do yourself a favor of like recording some game footage and just using that as like just a video montage and have an accompanying video. You know, capitalize on the attention that Palworld is getting right now when they finally released the game. You know, even if this isn't a song that's quite serious, or I don't know how serious you guys are about Power World, you could definitely get some views on it by having a Power World related song, and albeit questionable title, Stop the Slavery, would catch some eyes and some attention. So I would say grab some video footage of you guys playing and building and enslaving humans and pals, and just put it on YouTube, see what happens. Let the algorithm do its thing. All that said, where I fall on this one, like I said, I feel like Sully's verse was the savior of this track because the low vocals was really a setback for me. But I'll give it and also a Power World track. I think I hated the Minecraft track that Jacob and Ray did a few years ago. I'm loosening up a little bit. I'll give it an 8. I think the quality is there overall, albeit questionable topic. Mix could be better, but I'll give it an 8. I need to lock in and start really shitting on people's scores right now. Speaking of, next up is Duffy. Nah, I'm not gonna shit on Duffy. I like Duffy. Show Off with QZQC. Bad mic quality. We already know that, Duffy. Hope you're doing well out there, man. Let's take a listen to Show Off.
Deep within a bleak and distant
I don't know what I'm talking about. I just know that he's talking about soda. He's like baking soda, and then he's like, then it's soda. Like, but how did he say baking soda? He's like soda.
Even my steps backwards is all a part of the dance. I guess it goes to show the things that won't fall apart when you plan. And know the kid he called Duffy, and he know we sharp with the hands. No one is harder than him. He's seen the darkest of things. When I pop the scriptures in the kitchen, sipping while I pull up, screaming for the man while the middle fingers go up. Ain't no liquor hit the floor, I'm never missing, that's for sure, bro. I don't give a shit, man. I'ma sip this liquor till I throw up. I think I'm the shit, I'll go the distance till I blow up. Duffy been at victims ever since he had this glow up. I know I'ma show off. I've been since I showed up. I rolled up, but no, bro, I'm blowing my nose up. My flow is so cold, they gon' know me like Mozart. Savage from the jump, bro, like I don't got no heart. You know where I stay, bro, you know I'm gon' post up. Cause Duffy the reason you're home when you broke up.
Let's take it back to when I was in the garage with a book. When I was screamed to the point I was growling on hooks. I ain't have dreams, I had a mission, I'm grounded, but look. Came from a city that's so shitty that Gotham could look like it's a paradise compared to the dice that I took. When it came to life, apparently I got robbed, but it's good. Now I'm a monster when I'm stomping the ground, getting shook. You think you better? Think you speaking some gobbledygook. Spouting off nonsense, babbling, barely conscious. Drunk to the point it's toxic with pot of cloud in your nostrils. Something gotta be off. If you think that you passed the bar, put a hat on the lab, cause you have to be cabin dog. Cause I'm cold to my body off, and I'm sick like I have to cough. When I sleep, man, I twist and toss, and I'm speaking like Kevin Sloth. On this mic, I go crazy. I'm nice as old ladies, and my flow might make me like Martin Scorsese. I'm just a hood fella, the wolf of the mainstream, the king of New York. That's a bull that's been raging. I'm aging like Button while counting Ben Franklin's. You lazy, fugazi, I slay beats.
All right, that was Show Off by Young Duffy and QZ. Man, QZ would sound good over that second noir beat, the boom bap beat, especially with this verse. Some dope rhymes by QZ there. Duffy always solid as usual, albeit microphone quality isn't the best, but I believe he said he's recording off of his phone due to his housing situation. But you know what? I think like I said before, I like the combination of you two because I think he plays off of your energy well, and I think you two complement each other stylistically. He had some cool stuff about, city looking like Gotham. Duffy, I like that you are less about like, I'm not saying that you were all about it before, but like less about, male chauvinism, man rhymes against women, but now it's kind of like a good, you've expanded your topics and horizons. So that's why I say I like you working with QZ, because I feel like it's bringing out other elements from your bag of tricks. This was good, albeit the drastic quality differences. It's a good track. I would give this a 7.5. Like the only thing that I say that I kind of on in both of the verses is when you kind of like change it up at the end. I get it, but I wish that you guys just kept with the same flow and energy that you had like in the rest of your verses. But I get it. I get what you're trying to do. I think, I don't know. I'll leave it at that. 7.5. That's where I'm at. Probably give it a 8.5 if, you know, not hating on the man, but if Duffy ever gets his microphone quality solid, he's going to be a problem for people. All right. I was looking ahead. Next up is supposed to be Mel Nooks, aka Phantomly Reaper. I don't know if you're out there in the chat, but it looks like the file did not finish uploading. If you have a file or a link to that, if you're in the chat, you can send it to me on the Discord and I'll play it. Otherwise, I'll have to bump it to the next show. But let me know. In the meantime, let's see. I guess we'll go to Prod JP while I wait and see. Re-rating the Minecraft track, I'd probably still give it like a 3 or a 4. Maybe a 5 if the quality is favorable, but there's no way I'm giving it more than a 5. Disgusting. All right. This work? What am I doing? I need to focus. I need to pay attention to my job. All right. Here's Nights by Prod JP. That was Nights by Prod JP. I don't know how I feel about that one. I feel like you had a lot of sounds happening aimlessly, and okay, like imagine you're running a race, right? And there's clearly a path. Maybe it's a loop, maybe it's a winding path, but there's clearly a path and there's clearly a finish line. I feel like you kind of just like wandered off. You went to the store, decided to stop by grandma's house, like you made it to the finish line, but you took like the path that nobody expected to be taken. Like it's one of those things where everything lined up, but I'm not sure everything lined up sonically cohesively. Um, it's like I don't know how to describe this. Like everything worked well tempo wise. Everything sounded like it was on beat, but I didn't feel like there was a direction to why you were adding or removing sounds at times. For the most part, yeah, but it just definitely felt a little bit chaotic in the balance of the arrangement. It did feel a little bit repetitious because do 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 that just kept repeating over and over again. Um, I don't know, man. I feel like you took a bunch of I don't know how much sound design you did on the actual sound selection because it feels like you took a bunch of generic sounds and patterns and you made them work in a creative way. However, because they leaned more towards the generic side, the arrangement really lacked creativity, right? It's like, hey, I have a simplistic piano melody. Hey, I've got some bass. Hey, I've got a synthesizer. I've got my hi-hats. I'll just put them all together. But it didn't feel like there was a vision before you set out. I think that's kind of where I'm landing this plane, is that like this was just kind of made on the fly rather than like you had a vision before you put it together. You kind of just open FL Studio or whatever the hell DAW that you use to produce, and you started with one element and you just kept adding on to it. It didn't seem like there was like a vision beforehand. That's where I'm going to land this plane at, is like I need more of a vision for this to feel cohesive. I'll give it a 6. I don't hate it. I just feel like it didn't have a vision before you started. Hopefully that makes sense. All right. Still no word from Phantomly Reaper. I will just keep calling his name until I see him say something in the chat. So next up is Shadows with Sample. Feeling a big producer block, still trying to make stuff, keep myself running. It happens, man. Let's take a listen. R&B, okay. Trying to compete with you, Kenny. Yes, it works. All right, that was Sample by Shadows. I'll say, like, I don't know why you had the transition at the end to a totally different recreation of the beat with the same sounds. I like the ending though. I feel like it's a separate beat. I feel like that drastic of a shift would really take somebody artistically a lot of talent to make that work. Otherwise, it just feels like too harsh of a shift in an R&B beat, if that makes sense. I agree with Kenny. He probably said that in the proper fashion, but I was gonna say like the 808 feels flat for what you're trying to go for. So put it in key, get it more in tune with everything else that you have. But yeah, jarring. It's a huge shift, like with no transition whatsoever. It's just like, well, fuck it, let's go fast. It's like if you get into Uber and then all of a sudden you tell him, hey man, can you speed it up? And then he starts doing 80 and a 50 and you guys get pulled over. But the main thing that I was going to say for this, like, I like what you have as a basis. It's missing something. It's missing an element. Like, what would really make this beat shine, if you really want to call it an R&B beat, is some sort of guitar playing in the background or some sort of wind, some horns, something to kind of complement what's going on here. Like, if you listen to the immediate thought that I had is like listening to Prince's music. Like, at this point, Prince would play his guitar, like something to really like shine in the background. Like, I don't know. I'm not gonna sit here and mimic a guitar, but like you need something to kind of like bring out some sort of emotion in people rather than just drum, kick, snare, drum, kick, snare. Like, that's fine. What you have as a core is fine, but you need some shine to it to like really bring out feeling. Guitar is a feeling instrument. Like, instruments that you have to play with feeling, all instruments have to be played with feeling, but instruments that you can really feel the artist come through it, guitar, trumpets, wind instruments, you need something like that in the background to highlight R&B. If you're going to call it an R&B beat, if you're just calling it a rap beat, then just do what you did here at the end. This is a rap beat. This is the R&B beat that's missing the R&B elements. So I would say listen to some 80s Prince, like listen to the guitars that they really added into their instrumentals. Hell, listen to Dirty Diana by Michael Jackson, where they fucking had a guitar solo. It needs something there to kind of bring out that R&B feeling. So yeah, I mean, I know you said you're in a block right now, so just trying to give you some direction to go in. Like, you have a good concept here. You have a good quote unquote sample. So take what you have, don't throw it to the side, but like find a direction that you want to go in. If it's R&B, find some guitar to put on it, or hell, hit up Gonzilla in the server. He plays guitar. Maybe you'll inspire him to play some guitar on this, or somebody who plays guitar. But, you know, add some sort of element to that first half and keep it R&B. And I would even say, like, spin off that second one into its own separate rap beat. Like, keep that as well. But I think you're on the right track. You just kind of need some inspiration to really kind of spark and hit you. I'll give it a 7. Like, all that said, it's not bad at all. It's just, it needs to get pushed towards the finish line as well. Give it a 7. A lot of potential. Like, I like what's there. It's just missing some sounds. Phantomly Reaper, are you alive? Are you here yet? If Phantomly Reaper is not here, then the next up is Mac. I Wanna Rock. This seems very, very loud looking at the waveform. Maybe I will turn my knob down.
Yeah, now you niggas can't acknowledge me. Like, who's doubting me? I step on shit undoubtedly. Like, who's watching me? I'm my block out rally. Yeah, I might black, 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 I might black. Gonna put them on my back. I'm trying to break the bank, so I can never suck. The people that saying that Mac, I'm next, and wish all my brothers stay beside me. I wanna rock, 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 I wanna rock. Get my best when I pour up, lead up. When I speed up, can I catch? When I heat up, they can't last. If this a race, I'm speeding past. I go back, Spider Peter, get my feet up, get my feet up, get my feet up, get my feet up. Right now, big green money, pull my pants down. And I've been to the west I came from. All this water made me can drown. And I get too fucking to the ground. The boys number 2 like come out, kill they shit. When I'm coming, you not safe. When I bleed, I'm bleeding red. Pass out like a relay race. If I want it bad. It look like I glitch my chase. I'ma still have stuff like I told you some things never change. Rock and roll. I wanna rock, 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 I wanna rock.
Ray Stand, you had a fire gordita. Hopefully it wasn't from Taco Bell. There's a massive case of explosive diarrhea going around from lettuce right now. So thoughts and prayers for you. Mac, I want to rock. I want to rock. I want to rock. Why did half of your rocks get off beat? Things were hit and miss in this. Like there were times where like I was kind of vibing along with it, but like that in particular, I want to rock. I want to rock. Like as you went further along, you got more off beat. That was kind of confusing to me. Like I feel like it needed a little bit more energy in the delivery and the projection. It felt underperformed, especially for this type of beat. You've got kind of like a rage party beat, but your delivery is kind of timid. It sounds like you're super close to the microphone and like, but you're not trying to be loud. Like you're just right here, but I want to rock. I want to rock. Like, I feel like it should be, I want to rock. I want to rock. Like you need to project that kind of stuff. Like give me the energy that you're trying to necessarily deliver. Yeah, like it was kind of weird because like the punch-ins that you did, they would start out on beat and then the timing would get off the further that you went. So I'm not sure, you know, I'm just making wild assumptions without knowing anything. I'm not sure if you recorded necessarily to this beat or you were just recording with the beat and kind of just vibing as you went along. Like you didn't write any of this down. You're just kind of like making it up as you go. But yeah, I think that's my, you know, the vocals were just louder than the beat. Also, the vocals are super present. Mix could be better as far as the quality of the vocals. But I think that's my biggest drawback on this is just like the energy and the timing was just consistently off. I'll give it a 5. Give it a 5. All right. Last call for Mel Nooks, aka Phantomly Reaper. Speak once, speak twice, or forever hold your peace. Otherwise, I will hunt you down on the Discord, and then we'll listen to your track on the next show. If nobody else has anything else that they want me to scrunge my face at, I will call this a show of all shows minus D Bird. He's up in a plane somewhere doing something, God knows what. But shout out to the community. Shout out to Kenny. Shout out to Noir. Shout out to Ray Stans, Shadow, Mac, FJ, DJ Tongue Hero, Duffy, Prod JP, Unit, Sully. Shout out to you guys. Thank you. Wouldn't be doing this without you guys. And appreciate that y'all still rock with us after 4 years of fumbling around and figuring this out as we go. For anybody new here, if you haven't seen, a few years ago we filmed a documentary called The Last Mixtape. You can watch it on Apple TV, Google Movies or whatever, YouTube Movies, whatever the hell they call it these days, Prime Video. You can even order a DVD of it on Amazon Prime. Check it out. Maybe one day we'll do another one. I don't know if definitely won't be the same people there. Most of them aren't even here anymore. But hell, we'll figure it out as we go. In other news, I'm trying to finish building a tournament app for the community, so we can do more cohesive tournaments. I've taken all the feedback that everybody has complained about in previous iterations and kind of just doing my own thing, kind of building it as we go. So I built this song queue. It's worked out. We've lost a few people along the way, like Fat Beanie and a couple of other people say, I can't log in, and I can't figure this out. And then they just give up and never say anything else. But also we lost a few people who just all they contributed was links. We had a couple of producers that they just drop off a link and never say anything. So I think the community aspect is really key here. Like, we could be like every other community where people drop off links and never talk, but I think the social aspect is what keeps it going. So shout out to the community. That's why I shout out everybody who dropped a track today, because I know those people. I talk to those people. Well, Mac is new. What up, Mac? Welcome to the community is all I'm saying. Also, shout out to SoundCloud for sending me this very lovely hat. Appreciate them. I don't know what's going to come out of that relationship, but trying out new things. All right. I'm over in the SoundCloud Discord hanging out. So if you see me wearing SoundCloud stuff, it's just in collaboration with WCR. I still got the WCR merch. I still got the Thug Nugget on. I'm still here. So I'm going to get out of here and stop rambling. We'll be back Wednesday, maybe. I don't know if there's anything in the, I guess, let me check. Let me close this shit down so people can't submit. Let's see. What's in Wednesday? Is there anything there? Oh. Wait, what's today? I don't know. Fuck. We'll see. We had a show on Wednesday. Otherwise, I'll be back next Sunday. Catch you guys on the flip side. Hope you enjoy the rest of your weekend.